A new brand to the channel, handmade in Mexico, Gill. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Simon, former amateur boxer, current amateur boxing coach, and I love boxing equipment, and Fit to Box channel is all about boxing equipment. Today I've got a new brand to the channel, and this is Gill, a Mexican company. Now the person that makes these gloves and the owner of this company previously worked for Zeppel for 12 years before setting up their own label around 4 years ago. And so this is the first pair of gloves that I have seen from these. This company is totally separate to Zeppel. I have got a pair of Zeppel gloves coming to review in the coming weeks as well. So let me show you all around these stunning looking gloves. Look at the style of those in the white, metallic, beautiful metallic green, and the gold as I bring that round. And as you can see from that, normally the logos are the other way round, but these are that way round. So both on the wrist and at the rear, it's as if when you're hanging them, they would be in that position there, like so. So you could see the logos if they were hanging up. Okay, I don't recommend you put these on your car mirror, you'll probably crash. They're a bit big for that. But as you can see, some Mexican brands do that. I've even seen Claytoriers where they've done it that way as well as that way. So, you know, it isn't sort of an unusual thing, but most brands have it the other way. So as I bring that round like that, you can see, and this you can see is a typical shaped Mexican glove. I love the colours on these. You've got obviously that long cuff. This is a beautiful colourway. Even if you look at the welts as well, the gold welted seams as well, as you can see that there on there as well. And of course you've already probably noticed not normal laces, but these are ribbons with like a wax end. Okay, so when you're tying them, it makes no difference, I have to say. And I have seen another company that did this. That was Zaragoza. They did the same, again a Mexican brand. So haven't seen that on any other country's gloves. But let's have a closer look at these gloves. So these gloves from Gill, there's the logo, as I've said already, upside down to most gloves. Professional, Gill, indicating they're obviously made in Mexico. And then you've got the same again that is here in a cloth badge on the rear of those bumps that are on the wrist. As we come round the front, just show you that beautiful green metallic. That's absolutely great. And you've got that gold piping as well, and that stitching which we'll come on to. So let's just go on to the knuckle area, that flat punch surface. Okay, it's a real Mexican square shaped glove. In there is latex padding, also I'd say long fingers as well to grab onto that sort of inner grip bar that is there right on the finger pads. As I bring it round, you've got that split thumb there in a beautiful metallic green, metallic gold. You have got a long thumb attachment in the leather as well, and as you can see those gold beautiful gold welted seams by that thumb as well, and that thumb is nicely tucked in. I'll just show you the other thumb as well, and this one again, it's a little bit longer on this one than that one for the attachment, but again a really nice comfortable thumb, and you've got that gold welted seams there. So let's go on to the wrist, and on the wrist you've got those square, I'll say square, rectangular bars at the back where you can sort of track the laces across. I say laces, I mean ribbons, of course, on these. I'm not sure whether or not I will change these to laces down the line. I have to say the ribbons have been fine up to this point. So you've got that long cuff, you've got the gold piping at the end, and then you've got again rectangular. If I'll show you how thick that is there on the front, and on how thick they are there as well, and then you've got that padding at the rear and a nicely padded wrist there. Again, let's go on to the face of the glove, and you can see there is a really thin grip bar. It's quite firm actually, but it is very thin. Again, you can see that gold piping, so the beautiful colouring of this glove. And then if you just have a look there at the stitching is good. This is a really well made glove, and also again let's show you the welted seams that go up the side like so, and then bringing it in so you can see the inside. Okay, not super soft inside, but not super scratchy either. It's more like a satiny, nylon-y sort of lining. I think it'll be hard wearing. It doesn't seem to be baggy at all on the inside, but it's not like a canvas like you get in some Mexican gloves, and it certainly is a durable, well fitted lining. Okay, so these gill gloves on the label, 16 ounce. On the scales, let's just put them on the scales, put the ribbons on there as well, and they come out at 19.3, massively heavy on the left glove. And then we'll go again on this one, 19.3. So actually they've got both gloves exactly the same in weight. They're just 3.3 ounces over the printed 16 ounce label. So I got these from Box Up Nation in the USA. Obviously I'm in the United Kingdom. If I lived in the USA, I would use Box Up Nation all the time. They are my favourite USA store when it comes to boxing gear. I love what they do and how they do it. They don't pay me to say that, as always. Just I've seen them on Instagram, I've spoken to them lots and lots of times, we've had a lot of interactions, and I really like what they're doing, and I really like the gear that they're sort of supplying to boxing fans over there, not only in the US but worldwide. So let's quickly go on to comfort. So when you put your hand in, they do feel like a Mexican glove, in that Mexican gloves generally are a bit rougher when it comes to the inside. So on the finger pads there, you can feel the seam, and it is like a rough seam that you're on there. It's not like you've got a pad over it or some cushioning. You can feel the rough seam. You can curl your fingers over, no problem. I would say it's quite long, okay? So if you've got short fingers, I think you might struggle with this glove, but my sort of fingers just curl over it, and then obviously you can open and close, no problem. There is no pain at the rear, although you can feel sort of the padding at the rear, but it's not pressing. It is not uncomfortable. As I show you that sort of thumb, it's nicely tucked in, even though that looks like quite a long thumb attachment, and it is, but you still can't poke someone in the eye with your thumb. So even though it's long, it suits the glove and it does its job. Then you've got that long cuff there. Again, I'm quite a big chap, so I've got quite long arms. If you've got shorter arms, again, that would be closer to the crook of your arm. But it's nicely padded on that wrist. And as I say, the thumb as well, it's nice. It sort of presses just on the rear of your thumbnail. It's not uncomfortable, and you can make a good fist. And a really good flat punch surface there. There you've got a thin grip bar. It is hard, that grip bar. It's thin, and then you can feel it as you grip into that fist. You're gripping onto the grip bar. You've also got your fingers on that sort of seam that enables you to bring your fist into that true fist position. Let's try the other one. Again, same story with this one. Actually, if you look at the thumbs on there, then the attachments on this one is slightly less long than this one, but as I say, they both do the job. Again, you've got like a rough seam where your finger pads are. There's no sort of pressing on the rear knuckle there. The thumb is, again, a little bit of a pinch at the end there. It's not uncomfortable at the front there or uncomfortable there, and you can really open your hands no problem. These are definitely a glove that you would have to sort of break in, and they do soften with use. Now, when it came to using them on the bags, you've got a really good punch surface there. It's flat. That latex in there means that you can get a really good crack on the bags, so I really like it for that. When it comes to sparring, I would say that these are more of a puncher's glove, so these are a harder sparring glove, especially for your sparring partner. Okay, so just be aware you have got sort of that wide punch surface. And another thing that I would say, obviously, is the weight, because they are sort of above 3 ounces more than the 16 ounce that's on the label. Obviously, over time, during the rounds, you may find that that has an effect on you in terms of the weight that's on your hands and fatiguing of the shoulders. Okay, now another thing that I've said before, obviously I've got a bit of golfer's elbow. They call it boxer's elbow or golfer's elbow. I don't know why when you're playing golf it affects you in the same place, but it's not tennis elbow, it is boxer's or golfer's elbow. And of course, if you've got a heavier glove on the end, then it does give some more shearing forces when you're using them. So again, you need to put that into your consideration, the fact that even though they're saying 16 ounce, these are a much heavier glove than that. So let me get on screen the Fit to Box ratings card, and that is, these are going into the Fit to Box middleweight lace division for gloves between 101 English pounds and 200 English pounds, or 121 US dollars to 250 US dollars. Okay, so let's go through. We've got Style 95. I think they're gorgeous in these colours. That gold and the metallic green and the white looks stunning. Comfort, obviously, being these Mexican type gloves, I do find them less comfortable than a lot of other gloves, and that is that sort of rough finish that is inside the gloves. That could be improved. Durability, these are really well made. So I've got Comfort 91. Durability, I've got 96. These are really well made. You can see from the leather that they've used and how they've been stitched and put together, these will last a long time. Sparring 93, obviously I've done that to reflect the fact that these are probably a puncher's glove when it comes to sparring, and a little bit more harsh on your opponent. Bags, I've got 94, great connection with these on the bags. And value for money, 97, that's at 112 UK pounds, or 155 US dollars. You can get custom pairs from about 175 US dollars, which is about 126 UK pounds. So, as I say, I got these from BUN, Box Up Nation in the US. So if you want to sort of check out any Gill boxing gloves that they do, or any of the other loads of different brands that they do there, I highly recommend them. Just send Jonathan a message really will look after you. So in summing up about these gloves, I think, you know, style, they are great looking. Value for money, I really think that they are great value for money, and they are for anybody wanting a proper Mexican glove. I've scored them at 94.3, 1 Fit to Box star, so these are a very good glove. I do think that the comfort could be improved. I also think that the weight, of course, could be improved, because that's quite a little bit off when it comes to a 16-ounce glove for them to be above 19 ounce. It's not a problem just to this brand. As you know, on the channel, quite a few Mexican brands, Clayton Reyes, Grant included, seem to not have any scales when it comes to their training gloves. So I just wanted to bring you those. Gil from Mexico. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.